Okay, guys, so as y'all know, Donald Trump spoke at CPAC. I think this was the most powerful moment when he pulls up a list and starts going down all of the things that Doge has uncovered. Watch this whole video, go through this list, tell me which one sticks out to you the most.
And I signed an order creating the Department of Government Efficiency. You probably haven't heard of it, which is now waging war on government waste, fraud, and abuse. And Elon is doing a great job. He's doing a great job. We love Elon, don't we? It's that guy, he's a character. With his son X. We love X. He's the only one can get away. His son's really named X. He's the only one can get away with naming his son X. If we ever did it, they'd say, you're crazy. But he's great. He's doing a great job, and he doesn't need this either. He doesn't need it, but he wants to see, he's a patriot. People said, well, what official position does he have? I said, patriot. Oh, they didn't know. They said, that was good. He's a patriot. Here are some of the flagrant scams that, as an example, they've spent money on and we've been able to recapture for a large dose of it at least. $520 million for a consultant to, think of that, $520 million. $520 million. When I hire consultants and they just take advantage of me, it's a horrible thing to watch. And I give them $25,000. I feel I'm overpaying. These guys got $520 million. Environmental, social, governance, and investments in Africa. $25 million to promote biodiversity, conservation, and socially responsible behavior in Colombia. This is Colombia, South America, not Columbia University. Of course, that might be worse, actually, based on their actions. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows where. Who are they? Where do they come from? Just sedentary migrants. Nobody even knows what a sedentary migrant is. If they were sedentary, they wouldn't be a migrant, right? They wouldn't move. No, they wouldn't move. They'd stay in the same place. Right, Doug? $42 million for social and behavior change in Uganda. $10 million for Mozambique medical male circumcisions. Why are we going to Mozambique to do circumcisions? It's a lot of money. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. Here's a beauty. $486 million to a consortium of elections and political process strengthening ideas, of which $22 million goes to inclusive and participatory political process in Moldova. $29 million goes to strengthen the political landscape and help them out so that they can vote for a radical left communist in Bangladesh. You had to see who they supported. You wouldn't believe, you would believe it. Nobody in this room would be in that group. $20 million for fiscal federalism and $19 million for biodiversity in Nepal. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. $18 million for helping India with its elections. Why the hell? Why don't we just go to all paper ballots? Let them help us with their elections, right?
Wow.
Voter ID. Wouldn't that be nice? We're giving money to India for elections. They don't need money. They take advantage of us pretty good. One of the highest tariff nations in the world. We try and sell something, they have a 200% tariff, and then we're giving them a lot of money to help them with their election. $32 million for the Prague Civil Society Center. $14 million for social cohesion in Liberia. $9.7 million to develop a cohort Cambodian youth with enterprise-driven skills. Think of that. Millions of dollars for sex change operations in Guatemala. $20 million for Sesame Street in Iraq. They put on a little play on the street. $20 million. You could do it on Broadway and have $19 million left over. No, it's a scam. They get kickbacks and all sorts of things. It's a scam. Who ever heard of it? Think of it, $20 million Sesame Street, a play. We're also uncovering outrageous incompetence and fraud in the Social Security. We have, look, let's assume that people, generally speaking, in our case, and everybody in this room, we're going to all live way over 100, but this is a little ridiculous because not too many people are going over 100. Everybody, hopefully, in this room will. But there are in the Social Security ranks and files. And what we're doing now is finding out, do they get paid? Do they get paid? In other words, is somebody taking all of this money? So they have over 100 to 109, 4.7 million Social Security numbers. Think of that, from people whose age is over 100. 3.6 million people whose age is over 110 years. 3.47 million people who are over 120 years of age. 3.9 million people whose age goes from 130 to 139 years of age. 3.5 million whose age goes from 140 to 149 years old. 1.3, see, it's coming down now slowly. No, it's all a scam. The whole thing is a scam. 1.3 million people, 1.3 who are over 150 years of age. And over 130,000 people are listed on our Social Security rolls as over 160 years of age. Now the final is at 1,039, so now we're down into reasonable numbers. 1,039 people are listed between the ages of 220 years old to 229. And we have one person who's listed at 241 years of age. And we have one person listed at 360 years of age, an all-time record, and our country's 250 years old. So that person's substantially older than our country. Under our administration, there will be no tolerance for Social Security fraud. We will not allow anyone to cheat our seniors, and those who will do that will be prosecuted by Pam, Bondi, and others.
Okay, we got to break this down, guys. But before we do me a big favor. Hit that thumbs up like button if you're enjoying this video so far. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Guys, I appreciate everybody's support. Okay, we got to talk about some of this because this is crazy. Of course, Donald Trump started out the video talking about Doge and giving credit to Elon Musk, calling him a patriot. But then we get into the hugest scam of our lifetimes when it comes to what the government is spending money on. $520 million to a consulting firm. That was what he started things out with. What did they actually do for that money? What do you consult for $520 million? $25 million for bio. I'm not going through the whole list. This is just some of the highlights here, guys. $25 million for biodiversity conservation in Colombia. Meanwhile, our own national parks are underfunded. So we're sending $25 million to Colombia to help them with their national parks. What? $40 million for social and behavior changes in Uganda. Why is our government so interested in behavior modification overseas? I loved it. When he listed this one, I was losing my mind. $20 million, guys, for Sesame Street in Iraq. Yes. Really. Imagine what that money could do for American schools instead. $18 million to help India with its elections. Shouldn't they be helping us with our own elections instead? Trump dropped some jaw-dropping numbers, guys. Absolutely crazy on the fraudulent Social Security payments. 3.6 million people. Think about that for a second. Just wrap your head around that, guys. 3.6 million people, supposedly over 110 years old. 1.3 million people older than 130. And I love that how he ended that. Again, we're not going through the whole list, just the highlights here. One person listed at 360 years old. This isn't a glitch, guys. Be sure you know this is theft. at the highest level. What do you think? What should happen, guys, to those that are responsible? What do you think will happen? I'm guessing nothing. $486 million sent to influence elections in foreign countries. Almost $500 million. Millions allocated to help elect radical leftists in places like Bangladesh. Guys, we can't even get secure elections here with voter ID, yet we're funding other nations' elections processes. This is absolutely ridiculous. And it's not about waste. It's about control and corruption. Who's really benefiting from these massive hidden programs? It's not you. It's not me. It's not the American people. If we don't get spending under control, where does this lead? And we had the biggest problem with inflation under Biden. We're going to have more inflation. We're going to have more debt. We're going to have economic collapse if we don't figure this out. Let me know what you think about Trump's revelations, guys, in this video. Which of these government programs shocked you the most? Drop a comment down below. Let's talk about it. And guys, if you really want to support the channel and go like the next step, get that exclusive content, etc., consider becoming a channel member today. You hit the join button down below. It really helps out with the channel, guys. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support. I'll catch you later with another update.